Once, in a forgotten village surrounded by broken roads and dying dreams, lived a boy named Thomas. The village was small, poor, and invisible to the world. During winter, cold winds slipped through the cracks in the walls. During summer, dust covered everything like a second skin. People there didn't dream big because dreaming felt dangerous when survival itself was uncertain. Thomas lived with his mother in a tiny house with a leaking roof and weak lights that worked only when electricity decided to visit. His father had disappeared years ago, leaving behind silence and unpaid debts. Every morning, Thomas woke up before sunrise, not because he wanted to, but because poverty never sleeps. At school, nobody noticed him. He wasn't the smartest student. He wasn't the funniest. He wasn't rich enough to fit in or confident enough to stand out. Teachers barely remembered his name. Friends came and went, but nobody stayed close because poor people often become invisible even in crowded rooms. Thomas watched other boys laugh freely while he worried about things children should never worry about. Sometimes there was enough food, sometimes there wasn't. Sometimes his mother smiled. Most times she looked exhausted. As years passed, something dangerous began growing inside him. Hopelessness. Not loud sadness, not dramatic pain, just quiet acceptance. The kind that whispers, maybe this is all your life will ever be. One evening, after another long day of rejection and disappointment, Thomas sat outside his house staring at the dark sky. His phone battery was at 2%. His pockets were empty. His future looked smaller every day. That night, he realized something brutal. Nobody was coming. No rich relative, no miracle opportunity, no magical moment, no rescue. Just him, and time slowly disappearing. Most people break after realizing that truth. Thomas changed, but not in a dramatic way. He didn't suddenly become confident. He didn't wake up motivated. He didn't make a speech about changing his life. Instead, he made one tiny decision, 1 hour every day. That was it, one quiet hour dedicated to learning something useful. While the village slept, Thomas studied old videos online using weak internet. He learned skills nobody around him cared about. Some nights he practiced communication. Other nights he learned editing, business, reading, writing, and discipline. The beginning was ugly. His brain felt tired. His body wanted sleep. His mind kept saying, this won't change anything. Sometimes he failed so badly he felt embarrassed even alone. One night he nearly quit. Rain leaked through the roof while he stared at the screen in frustration. Nothing made sense. Progress felt invisible. He thought about sleeping instead, but then he asked himself one question. If I quit now, what changes? The answer terrified him. Nothing, so he stayed. 1 hour became a habit. The habit became identity. Months passed, yet his life still looked the same from the outside. Same old clothes, same poor neighborhood, same struggles. And this is where most people stop. Because human beings want visible rewards quickly. They want applause before effort, results before patience. But Thomas kept going silently. Something inside him was changing. His excuses slowly died. His focus became sharp. His emotions stopped controlling him. He no longer needed motivation. He simply worked. Friends began drifting away because he stopped wasting nights gossiping and complaining. People called him boring. Some laughed at his routines. Even family members didn't understand why he spent so much time learning things that made no money yet. Loneliness entered his life quietly. But loneliness is often the price of growth. While others' eyes chased comfort, Thomas chased improvement every single day. 1 hour, no matter how tired, no matter how discouraged, no matter how invisible the progress felt. Then 1 year later, everything started changing. Not instantly, not magically, but undeniably. His skills became valuable. His confidence became real. His thinking became different. Opportunities that once ignored him suddenly noticed him. The same people who once overlooked him started asking questions. How did you change? What's your secret? How are you so focused? Thomas almost laughed every time because the answer sounded too simple for people addicted to shortcuts. 1 hour a day. But deep inside, Thomas carried anger too. Anger at how many years he wasted waiting for motivation. Anger at how simple discipline truly was. Anger at how most people destroy their future chasing comfort. 1 hour a day had completely separated him from everyone else. Today, Thomas walks into rooms differently. Not loudly, not arrogantly, but with the calm confidence of someone who fought himself and won. People notice him now, not because he became famous, not because he became rich overnight, but because discipline leaves marks on a person that the world cannot ignore. And somewhere far away in that forgotten village, another tired young person is sitting in darkness, believing life will never change. Maybe all they need is 1 hour.